Right now, while you're watching this video, your phone is leaking data. Not might be, not could be, is. And by the end of today, dozens of companies, a few governments, and maybe even a stranger with bad intentions will know more about your daily routines than your own family does. I work in IT and cybersecurity, and I want to walk you through a single ordinary day, hour by hour, and show you exactly what's being extracted from your devices while you go about your life completely unaware. Let's just start with the moment you wake up. Your phone's alarm goes off, you reach over and turn it off. That single motion already tells a story. The accelerometer and gyroscope inside your phone track that movement. And here's the part most people don't know. A huge number of apps, not just fitness trackers, but productivity apps, games, even weather apps are granted access to those same motion sensors buried in the terms of service you scroll past and accept it. So an app can tell if you're awake, how fast you grabbed your phone, whether you're groggy or alert. Your morning routine becomes a data point before you have even opened your eyes properly. Then you check your inbox, maybe it's a work email, maybe it's a sponsor pitch if you run any kind of side hustle, maybe it's just a newsletter. The moment that email loads images, and most email clients load them automatically, a tiny tracking pixel, invisible, 1 pixel by 1 pixel, fires off to a remote server. That pixel confirms your email address is active, what device you're using, roughly where you are, and the exact time you opened it. Marketers use this constantly, so do scammers. So can anyone with basic technical knowledge running a phishing campaign against you. Check maybe to remove during the edit. If you work in IT support or help desk, you already know this trick. If you don't, go into your email settings right now and turn off automatic image loading. It's one click and it closes that leak completely. Now here's where it gets interesting for anyone who travels. You search for a flight. Maybe you are flying home to visit family. Maybe it's for a conference. That search gets locked, packaged and sold, sometimes within seconds to airlines, to advertisers, and in certain cases to data brokers who resell it to whoever's buying, including government-linked agencies. Combine that flight search with your location, history, your hotel bookings, your cart activity, and you have got a full package behavioral profile of where you go and why. And here's the part that should genuinely bother you. If you hesitate on a booking and go to sleep instead of buying, the algorithms interpret that pause as urgency. By morning, that same flight costs more and more. Your indecision to book on time becomes their profit because you just gave them all the details about the flight date, the time, hotel, and etc. The algorithm knows that this is the date that you should be going to somewhere, and every day that passes, the algorithms, the cookies, the loggers know that you are lazy, you forgot to book it, and the prices go up because they know the urgency. Let's talk about your smart home setup for a second, because a lot of you have security cameras, and I get it. They make you feel safer. But systems like Ring have been at the center of real breaches, real lawsuits, cases where hackers took over cameras inside people's homes. The convenience you are paying a discounted price for is partly subsidized by your data. If you want actual security, look at the systems that save footage locally to an SD card instead of the cloud server you don't control. Less convenient, far less exposed. If you are studying IT or breaking into cybersecurity right now, pay attention to this next part, because it is a mistake I see constantly. A lot of people, creators and freelancers, use SEO or channel growth plugins that ask for full login access to their accounts, not just permissions, full login. This is similar just to the same or other ordinary people who install games and other apps on their devices. Read what you are agreeing to. That access means they can read your private data, change your settings, and if that company ever gets breached, your entire account goes down with them. Quick pause, because I want to know something from you. Drop a comment below and tell me, out of everything I've covered so far, which one surprised you the most? The email tracking pixel, the flight price manipulation, or the smart camera risk? I read every comment and it genuinely shapes what I cover next on this channel. So if this is useful so far, hit subscribe now so you don't miss the next one. Let's keep going, because nighttime is actually the most dangerous window of the entire day. While you sleep, your apps don't stop working. They are compiling everything: where you went, what you bought, how long you stayed somewhere, and they use it to predict your behavior tomorrow. If you get up in the night and check your phone, that motion is logged too. Combine that with the time, the ambient light, and the frequency, and some systems flag it as disrupted sleep. That data point can quietly feed into insurance risk models down the line. And overnight is also prime time for account breaches, because the analysis with the most experience works standard hours. The overnight security shifts are often the least staffed, which attackers absolutely know and exploit. Have you seen in the morning when you just wake up and you want to go work and you open your Google Maps or Maps on your device, and it automatically tells you that the place you want to go is, for example, your work or any place that you regularly go? That is how the apps are working when you're sleeping. And here's the good news. And this is where I want you to actually take action instead of just feeling uneasy. Turn off automatic image loading in your email. Turn off ad personalization in your phone's privacy settings. It's usually 2 taps. Use a password manager and enable 2-factor authentication on anything financial and important. One more thing before you go. Comment below with your current country or city. I want to see how many of you are watching this, are living in expat life like in IT with me in another country, and tell me where you are living, and actually what you are doing if you are working in a relevant field in IT like I do. So if today's video opened your eyes even a little bit, that's the whole point. Awareness is the first tool in cybersecurity, long before any firewall or VPN. Subscribe if you want more breakdowns like this, because next week I am covering the exact tools I personally use to lock down my own privacy while working and traveling across the EU. I will see you in the next one. Bye.